Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. Well, it's finally happened. We have a breakthrough in the cable news media. And is Trump derangement syndrome on its way out? Well, we have some clips to show you that suggest that even CNN is starting to be broken down by the Trump administration and the victories that they have been racking up. And the latest win for the Trump administration, well, it has some left-wing CNN heads wondering, is Trump on the right track? But before we get into the story, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, if you watch CNN, and I have a feeling that you don't on a regular basis, then you would know that it engages in a lot of dishonest framing of the Trump administration. It hides its victories. It embellishes any policy issues that we have in the United States, and it tries to scapegoat Donald Trump for all of the problems that we have in America. While, of course, the Democrats don't do anything to solve them, and in a lot of cases exacerbate them. And, well, we recently had a breakthrough on CNN where Abby Phillips, and you might be surprised about this, she actually gave Trump credit for a policy success, and that is getting Hamas and Israel to come to an initial agreement about releasing hostages and eventually getting to a ceasefire. But this is really something to behold, so let's get to the clip.
That this was not doable when President Biden was in office.
I think the biggest problem that the President Biden had is there was no pressure from Qatar, from Turkey, from Egypt. They were actually facilitating in many ways what was going on. And that is really ultimately how it all came together.
So, I mean, but I think by saying that, it's sort of an acknowledgement Trump has changed that dynamic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I think
absolutely.
that.
I mean, he's clearly.
I don't know how he,
changed
and I think there's a lot that remains to learn about what prompted that change. But I do agree, yes, somehow, some way that changed.
Wow, I thought I'd never see the day where CNN would admit that Trump actually knew what he was doing on something. But it goes even further. We have another reporter who admitted to Donald Trump's face that, well, she had Trump derangement syndrome, and her name is Brandy Cruz. And she was sitting there with Trump and Bondi and a few other cabinet members, and she admitted that not only does she not have Trump derangement syndrome anymore, but she's also feeling a lot more attractive. And Trump's response, well, it's hilarious. Let's take a look.
I'm going to tell it to you anyway, because it's relevant to what we're talking about. I'm living proof that you can recover from TDS. I had strong Trump derangement syndrome for probably 8 years. This is one of the reasons I recovered from it. And by the way, it's much better to not have TDS. I'm happier, I'm healthier, more successful. I even think I got a little more attractive after I got rid of my Trump derangement syndrome. Yes.
But it's not all sunshine and rainbows in the cable news media, of course. And while we have a fake news journalist that essentially was trying to ask Donald Trump a question, and well, he rebutted with something that absolutely slays me. Let's get to this clip.
Mr. President. Go ahead. Just to clarify, you said you might go to Gaza. You're saying that's the first topic. I'm representing the TV pool, but I'm with NBC, sir.
That's too bad.
Okay. Well, just to clarify, you said you might go.
That's right. Disney, NBC, they are at the back end of the short bus. They are really one of the worst news outlets now, especially since they couldn't even get rid of Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, how pathetic are you? This guy was trying to mischaracterize a news story and was effectively trying to paint Trump supporters as part of a violent assassination. I believe that this is inciting violence, but Disney, ABC, apparently they don't care. They brought him back on for a quick stint on Monday Night Football. This is just an insult. They keep spitting in the face of Americans. So NBC, you're all a bunch of losers. We have no place for your partisanship, your division, and your reckless hyperbole on the airwaves. Jimmy Kimmel should have been fired. Your reporters need to be more respectful of people who disagree with the Democratic Party and the radical left. This is our country. Together, we need to build it into a better place. This is common sense. Stop getting in the way. Get on the side of helping to solve problems. I'm imploring you, as a fellow American, we are not so far apart. So let's just rationally discuss our issues and come up with ideas on how to solve problems. I mean, we need more domestic tranquility. We need a peaceful foreign policy. We need a strong military. We need secure borders so that we have a political community that stands for something. And that is support for the U.S. Constitution and for all of our individual rights, regardless of race, gender, ethnicity, religion. These things need to not factor into equality under the law and our civil rights. So enough of this radical left idiocy. It's destroying the United States, at least some of our important institutions, such as our colleges and our schools. And the media has been broken for a long time. So this is a very welcome development. We need more honest discussion of our policies, things that are important to the American people, so that we can make America a better place. This isn't that hard. Stop sabotaging the country. Solve some problems. Now, weigh in with your thoughts. We always appreciate hearing your perspective at Explain America.